Girls, stay at home, stay safe and stay healthy. So today's topic is derived units. So first one, you see here I have written the quantity, then the formula, then derived unit, then what are the symbol we use. And when we will find out the derived unit, we will use SI unit. Now you see the first one is area. How we write area? Area is length into breadth. What is the SI unit of length? Meter. Breadth also meter. So what is the unit of area? Meter square. And symbol also we write it as meter square. Then what is volume? Volume is length into breadth into height. So what will be the derived unit? Meter for length. For breadth also meter. For height also meter. So it is coming meter cube. So what is the symbol for volume? SI unit meter cube. Then density. Density we define at mass per unit volume. Means mass divided by volume. So what is the SI unit of mass? Kg. What is the SI unit of volume? Meter cube. So we write it as kg m to the power minus 3. Girls, you please adopt this method that do not write kg slash meter cube. Alright, when I will teach you the next topic, it is only how the guidelines for writing units. Always we prefer to write the unit as power. Okay, so instead of writing kg slash meter cube, you write it as kg m to the power minus 3. So here the symbol is also kg m to the power minus 3. The next is speed or velocity. So how we define speed or velocity? It is distance travelled or displacement per unit time. Now what is the unit for distance? Meter. What is the unit for time? Second. So what is the derived unit for speed or velocity? ms to the power minus 1. So symbol also ms to the power minus 1. Then what is acceleration? Acceleration is change in velocity by time. Alright, means rate of change in velocity is acceleration. So we write it as change in velocity by time. Now what is the SI unit of velocity? SI unit of velocity is ms to the power minus 1 divided by time. So again second. So what are you getting? ms to the power minus 2. So what is the symbol here? ms to the power minus 2. Then force. How we define force? Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Now you see here mass is kg and acceleration is meter per second square. Okay. So you can write it as kg meter per second square, but SI unit of force we define it as Newton also. So you can write it as Newton. If you write only one letter, then it will be capital L, capital N, and if you write the full form, then it should be small Newton. So symbol is big N or kg meter s to the power minus 2. Then next quantity is work or energy, because we know energy is measured by work done. So work and energy both are having the same unit. So how we define work or energy? It is force multiplied by displacement. Alright, so what we have got? SI unit of force is kg meter second square and displacement is again meter. So you are getting it as kg m square s to the power minus 2. Now SI unit of energy. So you can write it as kg meter square s to the power minus 2, or you can write it as joule. Okay, so I am writing here the whole one Newton, or you can write it as joule. Okay, please observe here, when you are writing the full, then n should be small. When you are writing the full, it will be small, because these two are the name of scientist. So what is the SI unit of work energy? It will be kg meter s to the power minus 2 or joule. Then next is power. Power we define as work done per unit time. So work divided by time. So work is, what is the unit? Kg meter square s to the power minus 2 and divided by time again. So it is coming kg meter square s to the power minus 3, because again one s is there down. So you can write the symbol as kg m square s to the power minus 3, or you can write it as joule per second, or you can write it as watt, W-A-T-T. So here again W should be big because watt is the name of a physicist. Now here just observe from quantity number 1 to 8, 1 to 5 they are only having this one, meter square, meter cube, kg meter cube, like that. But when it is coming force, energy, power, then their SI units are named after the name of scientist. So that's why if the question comes, write the SI unit of force or work or power, then you have to write Newton, joule or watt or joule per second. But if the question comes that write down the SI unit of force, work and power in terms of their base units, then you have to write this one, kg meter second s to the power minus 2, kg meter square s to the power minus 2, kg m square s to the power minus 3. Base unit means, what is the base unit of length? Meter. Base unit of mass, kg. Base unit of time, second. So if it comes that write down the SI base unit, then your answer should be this, that kg meter s to the power minus 2 for force, kg meter square s to the power minus 2 for work, kg meter square s to the power minus 3 for power. But if the question comes only write down the SI unit, base unit not written, in that case what should be your answer? Your answer should be this one, Newton for force, joule for work done energy and watt for power. Next is moment of a force. Now moment of a force, we define it as force multiplied by perpendicular distance of the force from the axis of rotation. Now here you don't have to write the full perpendicular distance and all, because we need only the unit. So if you write perpendicular distance, it is enough. Now what is the SI unit of force? You know, you can write it as kg meter per second square, and perpendicular distance means it is distance only. What is the SI unit? Meter. So you can write it as kg meter square s to the power minus 2, or you see you can write it this way, force is Newton and perpendicular distance is meter. So you can write it as Newton meter. So what are the symbol here? Kg meter square s to the power minus 2 or Newton meter. Then next one is momentum. Momentum we define it as mass product of mass and velocity. So what is the SI unit of mass? Kg. Velocity is meter per second. So what is the momentum SI unit? Kg meter per second. Alright. Now there is another formula for momentum. Okay. Momentum you can write it as force into time also. So that's why you see you are getting kg meter s to the power minus 1, and if you consider force into time, SI unit of force is Newton and SI unit of time is second. So you can write it as Newton second also. Then next one is pressure. Pressure is force acting per unit area. So you can write it as force divided by area. So what is the SI unit of force? You can write it as kg meter s to the power minus 2 divided by area is meter square. So you are getting it as kg m to the power minus 1 s to the power minus 2. I hope this little bit of mathematics everybody knows. It is m to the power 1 and here m to the power 2. So it will become m to the power 1 minus 2. So it is coming m to the power minus 1. So you can write it as kg m to the power minus 1 s to the power minus 2. Now another one, force again you can use Newton and area is meter square, so you can write it as Newton per meter square. Now Newton per meter square, it is also known as Pascal. Alright, so you can use the short form PA. This is actually the SI unit, and this one is the SI base unit of pressure. Then frequency is defined as 1 upon time period. Now time period is nothing but time needed to complete one oscillation. So it is nothing but time only. So you can write it as 1 upon s. 1 upon s means s to the power minus 1, and s to the power minus 1, you know, everybody knows it. We just call it as hertz, and the short form is h big, z small, and the full form is HERTZ. Here also when you write the full form, it should be small because it is name of scientist. The next one is electric charge. Alright, electric charge, we define it as electric current multiplied by time. Alright, because electric charge is not the fundamental unit. I hope you can remember, electric current is one of the basic fundamental unit. So electric current SI unit is ampere. So we write it as big A, and time is second. So electric charge, you can write it as ampere second, and it is also named as coulomb. So you can write it as big C. Alright, only one letter if you use, and if you write the full, then it will be coulomb, because coulomb is also the name of scientist. Then electric potential or EMF, it is defined as work done per unit charge. It is defined as work done per unit charge. So what is the SI unit of work done? You can write it as kg meter square is to the power minus 2, and charge is ampere second. So you are getting kg meter square a to the power minus 1 is to the power minus 3. Alright, so base unit is, in terms of base unit is kg meter square a to the power minus 1 is to the power minus 3. What you see, you can write work done as joule and charge as coulomb. So it will be joule per coulomb, or you can write it as joule per coulomb is also known as volt. Alright, volt again, as it is coming from the name of scientist, so it will be big V, or full form small v volt. The next one is electric resistance. Electric resistance, we define it as electric potential by electric current. Alright, so here you see what is the unit for potential. Unit for potential is kg meter square a to the power minus 1 s to the power minus 3, and then what is electric current? It is AS. So what are you getting? You are getting kg m square a to the power minus 2 s to the power minus 4. So base unit is kg meter square, then a to the power minus 2 s to the power minus 4, or you can write it as, here just see, electric potential is volt and electric current is ampere. So you can write it as volt per ampere, or you can write it as volt per ampere, also known as ohm. So this is the Greek letter we use for ohm, to write ohm. And this, if you write the full form, then this is the full form. This is for electric resistance. Alright, the next is electric power. Electric power, we define it as electric potential into electric current. So you see, electric potential is kg meter square a to the power minus 1 s to the power minus 3, and electric current is AS. So you are getting it as kg, then it is coming meter square, then s to the power minus 2, same as that of mechanical power. Just see, look at it, kg meter square s to the power minus 2. So here what you are getting, you can write it as kg meter square s to the power minus 2, or you can write it as, you see here, potential is volt and current is amp. So you can write volt into amp, or you can write it as watt. Now here guys, I have done one mistake. This is electric current. No, electric current is ampere. So it will be s to the power minus 3. Alright, and here also it will be s to the power minus 3. And here also I have done the same mistake, means as by mistake I have written. So it will come s to the power minus 3, and here also it will be s to the power minus 3. Next is guideline for writing the units. Already few guidelines you already know, that whenever any unit is not named, I am not writing the details because you don't have to learn the points, you have to learn the application. So you learn the points only. Okay, that means you don't have to take the notes. Just try to understand it. The first guideline is that whenever any unit is not named after any scientist, just like you consider unit of mass is kilogram. Alright, then unit of time is second, kilogram second, these are not the name of scientists. Then what we do, we always write it as small letters. You see kg, second, meter, like this. Okay, this is the first point. Then second point. Second point is that if any unit is named after the name of any scientist, then what we do, when we write the full form, then we start the initial letter as a small one. But when we use the abbreviation, only one letter we use, then we use it capital letter. Just I have already discussed it in the last topic. Suppose you are considering that SI unit of force. SI unit of force is Newton. So how we write? Either we write N or we write it as Newton. Then you know SI unit of this one, work done, energy is joule. So how we write? Either we write J or we write it as Joule. Here then SI unit of power is watt. Then we write down either W or you write it as WATT. You have got what I said? Means if you are writing only the first letter, it should be written capital. If you are writing the entire thing, it should be small. Then the third point. Third point is that if you write the entire unit, then always it should be entire unit name. Then you should write it as small only. Means if you write suppose meter, then meter you cannot write METRE this way. Okay, you have to write it as METRE. Clear? So in this case it may be the name after scientist, the unit name after scientist, or only it is a name. Then also we never start with a capital letter. We write as small METRE. Kilogram when we write, we never use big K. We start with small k. Okay, second when we write, then S should not be capital, S should be small. The next is, suppose there is a compound unit that you are getting by multiplying 2 units. Then remember, when we multiply 2 units, either we put a cross or a dot or a space between the 2 units. Just you consider the example, the moment of a force. Okay, moment of a force, how we define it is Newton meter. Alright, so Newton meter, either you will write Newton into meter, or you will write Newton dot meter, or Newton then space and then meter. Is that clear? So this is the way to write any compound unit which is a product of 2 units. Then the next one. If any compound unit, it is one quantity divided by another quantity. Just you consider the velocity. It is meter per second. Then instead of writing meter per second, we prefer to write it as negative power of the unit. Means m is to the power minus 1. A unit you cannot write in plural form. Just you consider. Suppose you are writing that a distance travelled is 15 meters. So you have written 15 meters, but when you are writing the short form, then you cannot write as ms. Okay, you cannot write it as plural. Because you see, if you write 15 meters like this, you want to write it in plural form, then m is, it will stand for millisecond instead of meters. Have you got? So that's why we never write like this. In plural form, we never write. We just write it as 15 meter when you are using the abbreviation. Then the next one, suppose there is a bigger unit. Just you consider it is 1 gigawatt. Alright. Now you see, gigawatt is the prefix. Prefix is 10 to the power 9. So you can write it as 1 gigawatt is 10 to the power 9 watt. Now, if somebody thinks that 10 to the power 9, one can write it as 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 6. Yes or no? Now, 10 to the power 3 means kilo and 10 to the power 6 means mega. So, you cannot write that gigawatt as kilo megawatt. Okay, this is not allowed. You cannot write like this. Okay, when you are using the prefix, then you should use only one prefix.